The finale of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic was phenomenally written and gave closure to every part of the series. The finale of Equestria Girls did not. Well, is it even fair to say it had a finale? While it's a spin-off, Equestria Girls has a sizable fanbase, and I've even met fans who prefer it to Friendship is Magic. With how popular it is, it's a shame the series never got a proper conclusion. We had 4 great movies, then a few specials, then shorts, and then nothing. I've been thinking about how much we need a 5th and final Equestria Girls movie, so welcome to Glimmer Times, where today I'm going to write what I think that movie should have been. The way I see it, this movie has to do 3 things to wrap up the series. First, it must follow up on the cliffhanger from Movie 4, as well as the overarching plots from the specials and shorts. Movie 4 ended with Sunset Shimmer wondering how equestrian magic got to Camp Everfree, and the specials and shorts show equestrian magic appearing in many other places throughout the human realm. Thus, the main plot of this movie should address this influx in magic and resolve it somehow. Second, this movie must have Sunset Shimmer as a main character and wrap up her character arc. Sidetwi's arc has been largely resolved in Movie 4, and she and the rest of the main 6 have their own main character arcs in Friendship is Magic. Sunset, on the other hand, only appears in Equestria Girls and has become the main character of it. Due to this, she should have a satisfying conclusion to her arc in this movie. Finally, all of the characters should be given a believable future. Friendship is Magic ends with the main 6 all settling into their lives, and something similar should happen here, though it doesn't necessarily need to be a time skip. There just needs to be something that shows they're not all going to be in high school forever, so we're going to address this. With all of this in mind, here are the plot ideas I've created for the 5th and final Equestria Girls movie. The main plot of the movie will come in the form of an antagonist who's responsible for the portals around the human world. This could be an original character like previous villains, but I thought it would be fun to revisit a character from a previous generation. As it turns out, there aren't too many human antagonists from previous generations, but I settled on Zelda, a witch from the first generation comics. This would be an entirely new take on the character, but we can base the design and vibes off of her. Her lore must explain the increase in portals and equestrian magic in the human world, so here's what I came up with. A few millennia ago, Zelda was a unicorn in the pony world who longed for power. She found an artifact that let her create portals to other worlds, and used this to try and gain control. Star Swirl thwarted her plans by banishing her to a world that she opened a portal to, and put a curse on her that stopped her from going through any portal she creates, trapping her in the human world. While trapped in the human world, she did not have any magic to create more portals, leaving her stranded. There's also an added caveat that if the artifact is destroyed, any portals created by it will be destroyed as well. However, when Twilight's crown came to the human world, Zelda was able to start growing her magical powers like how the Dazzlings did. Slowly but surely, she's gained more magic and started opening more portals around the world. She can't go through them because of the curse, but her final plan is to create so many portals that Equestria will collide with the human world, giving her control over both. As for the main characters, this movie will take place in their senior year and revolve around them figuring out their college plans for the following year. Throughout the movie, they'll tour a few colleges together and all find different pros and cons with the schools. The movie will start with them at a college fair learning about different schools. Partway through this visit, a portal will open up and a magical creature would attack them. The plot of the movie from here would be them trying to figure out where the magic is coming from while touring different schools during their investigation. Throughout the movie, all of the girls will have character moments where they decide what they want to do with their future. Applejack will be the first to decide, knowing right at the start of the movie that she plans on skipping college and immediately starting work on the family farm. She'll still go to the college tours to support her friends, but she knows her family is where she wants to be. Pinky will be the next to decide, choosing to go to a technical school for baking. The school is still within the city, so she'll stay close to her friends. After a college tour, Rainbow Dash will be recruited to Rainbow Falls College on a soccer scholarship. It's a bit far from Canterlot High, but this will give her an opportunity to go far with sports. This is also where the group starts to realize that not all of them will be staying in their hometown, and they start to come to terms with what graduation really means. After some thought after the fair, Fluttershy also announces her commitment to Rainbow Falls College for a music major. She says they're the best school around for this type of degree, and she wants to bring her songwriting to the next level. Next, Rarity chooses to commit to Canterlot College for a business major. While there are better schools, she wants to stay close to Applejack at home. Now for Saitwai, I wanted to give her a bit more plot, but not too much that it takes away from Sunset's. For this, I'd have her and Timber have gotten together before the movie, or at least have that implied. Timber will be in his freshman year at an Ivy League-like school, the University of Philadelphia. Timber will invite Twilight and her friends to tour the school, and Twilight applies as it's the best school for the mechatronics program she wants to major in. She could have some sort of subplot about stressing over the SATs or coping with being far from friends, but this will only be a small part of the movie. Finally, for Sunset, she'll be stuck the whole movie between staying in the human world for college or returning to the pony world. As they deal with these magic portals from Zelda, she'll believe she is the reason magic is harming their world, and starts to think her friends would be better off without her. She could have a song about being stuck between two worlds, something like her cut verse from What More Is Out There. This leads to the final confrontation at the end of the movie when they find Zelda, where they'll learn destroying her artifact will destroy the portals. After an emotional debate, Sunset decides to use her magic to destroy the artifact. This destroys every portal to Equestria, along with the magic in their worlds. Essentially, they're giving up their magic to protect their world from any more magic threats. Sunset feels that through this, she has proven her worth to stay in the human world, no longer exposing them to any harm. She hopes Princess Twilight will find a way to bring them into contact again, but for now she's happy that she saved all of her friends. Finally, she'll commit to the local school, Canterlot College, majoring in psychology so she can study friendship just like Princess Twilight. If this movie wants to commit to what was being hinted in the fourth movie in specials, it's possible there could be a subplot of Sunset getting back together with Flash, but I'm not sure if they'd have the time to properly commit to this. In any case, the movie would end with the 7 girls parting ways for their different schools. Twilight at the University of Philadelphia, Rainbow and Fluttershy at Rainbow Falls College, Rarity and Sunset at Canterlot College, and AJ and Pinky staying in their hometown. That's about it for this movie idea. It's something I've been thinking about for a while, so I just wanted to get it all out here in a video. I know many fans would choose to end the series with a movie surrounding the human world's original Sunset Shimmer, but I didn't really have any ideas in that direction. Many theories surrounding that get very dark, and there's no way Hasbro would greenlight a movie depicting Sunset as some sort of killer. I think it's easier to explain it as Sunset not having a human counterpart, like Starlight. But please, tell me in the comments how you would write a final Equestria Girls movie. I'd love to hear what you have to say. Like and subscribe if you'd like, because there's more like this on the way. Thanks for joining me under the starlight for some Glimmer times, and I'll see you next time.